Hey everybody, it's Shelly C. Spark, and today I'm here with you for a pick a card reading. I'm super excited you stopped by the channel, and today we're gonna talk about something as if if your guides were able to remind you of something, tell you something, what would they want you to know? So just take a moment and reflect on each number or each animal. Figure out which one, ask your guides to help guide you. And choose one and I'll see you at your pile. This is a general reading, so I'm hoping and thinking that there's going to be at least 67% minimum that should resonate with you in your current situation. So yeah, but I appreciate you and I will see you at the pile you choose. Alright, bye! Hey guys, it's Shelly C. Sparkles, and I'm super happy that you came by the channel and are here for your reading. So today, right now, if you're in this pile, we're talking about Kangaroo. So I asked a little bit before, like I do, and Spirit says things are kind of jumpy. Slow down. You're kind of on guard. Observe yourself and your behavior. Look at what you're hopping into or what you possibly might want to hop out of. Please relax more. There is some built up tension that you are carrying. Let go of any burdens out of your pouch that might be weighing you down, my little ruse. You are always busy and trying to stay ahead of the game, but Spirit wants to remind you to stay present more and not be so hard on yourself. There is no competition for what is destined to be yours. So I thought that was super cute and nice, and definitely a nice little reminder. So I'm going to see what else might be going on right now and what Spirit wants to say about it. Okay, so you might be working with some people or have some people. Oh my gosh, the Two of Swords have came out almost in everyone. So I guess people are feeling kind of stuck or at a crossroads. I think that you've had some success, but you haven't got recognition for the success you've had. I feel like you've outpoured a lot, but you haven't fully reaped maybe all the rewards from it. That's what I'm kind of sensing. There's just some feeling oh gosh, maybe betrayed. Not really betrayed, but taken advantage of. Or Spirit wants to remind you not to be taken advantage of. That's why they were talking about how there's some things that you might want to jump in or jump out of, see the bigger picture, rejudge some of the situations or people's character that you're involved with, because there appears to be some conflict that's going on. It seems as if family really, they want you to value family and continue to putting them at the front fort, because they're ultimately the key to your world and your overall inner peace and happiness. Because little, well, yeah, all of that is you control all that, your bubble. They want you to control your bubble a little more, put up some more, not barriers, but you're guarded in the wrong areas. Okay, so you're guarded, and some of it's the right type of guarded, and then others it's just it's too guarded. So they want to remind you to not be too careless, to avoid conflict or to surrender to the conflict, to know there's always a way out of your problems if you're feeling depressed or left out with some people that you've collaborated with or some people at work. Know that you are plenty enough, and you're different than some other people. You add a different type of value that people don't even recognize, or like they do recognize to some degree, but they're like intimidated by it. So they just kind of, it's kind of like all the animals like on the safari, like they're like, oh, that's a kangaroo. Like, I don't know, like they like kind of interested, but then like they don't give it the amount of respect, because as far as I know, kangaroos, like I've seen some videos before and they can be kind of crazy and like more kickboxy and wilder than what people give them credit for. So they want to remind you that a new beginning is on the horizon or might be in store for you. And it's not something you can probably fully see yet, but they want you to step into your power more, because they see that you are like really different and like powerful, and you need to stay true and not let anybody defy you. So you can't see the bigger picture right now, like, and it's not your fault. I think just spirit is saying that you're having some mixed messages come in, because there's some blocks. I want you to try to, like, you're going through a transformation. Usually with a new beginning, obviously, whenever things are beginning, you're transforming, but you're transforming into a deeper power. And this bird, like, he can only see so much of it, but you have to trust and keep going forward and keep following your path forward. It's like you don't know where you're going fully, but it's just you have to like trust in like the process and see. Door to spirit too. Like you're really and the sun. Yeah. So like you're emerging into like a more victory. Like there's a lot on the horizon for you. Like I feel like right now you may not be or know that you have like financial endeavor or like maybe a promotion for some of you, but things are stirring and like waking up on a deeper level. There's always enough, so make sure you keep that in mind, that you are more than deserving, and that you, oh yeah, and they just, I guess they keep wanting you to collaborate, but with the right people. So some of you might be drawn to this pile, I feel like, and you're like questioning or trying to get advice, and they're wanting you to remember to collaborate with somebody or something on a project, on a business venture. Things are picking up, so you're gonna notice that things are gonna start going faster and moving, which you can hang in it, right? So they're wanting you to possibly trust your instincts. I feel like some of you are being called to mix it up, or there's like something transpiring. For some of you, it's going to be a job change perhaps, and you're also being remembered to acknowledge the amount of power you have in you, because I think you forgot or ignored or accidentally fell into the thing that feel loved and comforted and connected. But yeah, so like this is unlock the magic within, and then trust your instincts, and then we have power, and then we have like tapping in, and then we have your intuition. So like, and then we had door to spirit. So you're really being told to remember how connected you are and how much in control you actually are with everything that's going on and has happened and is happening, even though it's been kind of a headache in some aspects. So you're being called to wake up and transform and to make some changes, and patience too, in some degree. Spirit, is there anything that they need to be reminded? I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose love. And I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Yeah, so I feel like that maybe some of you like wronged you. I just keep feeling like that somebody didn't get the credit that they deserved for their talent or contribution. If you is all of heaven, every leaf that falls is given life in you. Each bird that ever sing will sing again in you, and every flower that ever bloomed has saved its perfume and its loveliness for you. So Spirit wants to remind you that kind of like the best is yet to come, and that you're going to be switching things up, but whatever is happening, there's going to be more light and a victory coming. But I know there's still like some things you can't see the full, and you can't see the full picture. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like an awkward feeling. And you also need to up your self-love. But let me see. Anything else? The Spirit. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I'll always be guided back to the light. And thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear and expanding my perceptions. So you're going to be led to some new people. That's what I feel like for 74% of you. And you're going to surrender into this power and the things that don't go well and the things that are causing conflicts and the unknown territory that you're questioning and kind of guarded a little bit with. Like you're kind of like, I don't know. Like there's some type of conflict and they're wanting you to be true to yourself and diligent and going forward and embracing this new. Anything else, Spirit? I need to remind my kangaroo pile of. Oh, okay. So my shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. Demystifying the darkness. So if anything also has triggered you or worried you, or you don't like something in somebody else, reflect on your own self too, because I keep hearing too, like if somebody's triggering you, then that's something that you need to reflect on. Or if you're wanting to get better at an area or upset that somebody doesn't have to deal with something you do, or they already have a leg up on you, it's like, well, that's okay. That's not your path to walk. And this is how it's supposed to be for you. So take a deep dive into looking at yourself and be at peace with where you're at. And you can overcome any obstacle, any opposition, anybody that's trying to cause conflict with you, anybody that's not collaborating with you kindly, any decisions or blindfoldedness you might feel. Yep, because and just all this coming at you, you calm and control any type of storm that swirls around with you. So yeah, I really hope that something resonated with you guys, and I really enjoyed this reading, and I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great evening or afternoon or however, and I hope to see you around, okay, my kangaroos? All right, bye. Hey, my tuggers, grr. So, before I started, I was asking a few questions, and Spirit says that you guys are very powerful. You are so royal-like, and well, like your energy, like the way that you come off, and like, I don't know, like you're just, yeah, there's something regal about you. You're independent in many ways. It says you have the consistency of the lion mentality, but without the actual lion's pride. But do you, Tiger? Because Spirit wants to make sure that you remember to stay within your own pride and ego. You are hungry for more. Going after more is superb, and you expect nothing but the best of the best. Continue circulating your environment and take the food source from the whole forest. Don't get lazy or cocky. Spirit reminds you to keep yourself in check at all levels. Okay, so that was your pre-warm-up advice and what your guides wanted you to remember. So, celebration, friends. Let's see. What else? So what is like going on? What do you want them to remember? What do you want them to know of? Sometimes, like, I think you might go in for the kill. There's some judgment. You are successful. I feel like that you have some type of success in your life. I think that you have been a very hard worker. I think that you are maybe kind of like not like, okay, so like your shadow side would be like the Jungle Book tiger or something. There is some fears and some limiting beliefs on how you think of what, Spirit? Just the way I think, okay, so like I feel like a lot of you can be slightly aggressive, which is all like really good. It said that like you're kind of like a leader and like you're a tiger, right? But sometimes like you don't show your emotions, and sometimes you act so strategically that Spirit wants you to remind you that, you know, your moves that you make does inflict others, and not only others, but yourself. Okay? They want you to love yourself on a deeper level. They say that you love yourself, but they want you to dig deeper past that love and even go farther to like, because I feel like on the outside, everybody in the world would see you as like very well put together. And I think you've made a name for yourself in a lot of aspects. But I think that some of your behaviors or the way you go about things, they want to remind you to keep it in check, okay? Because they know and you know, and it's just, this is all supposed to be like helpful, and like I love how like powerful and like regal, like that's what I was getting at, a regal mentality. I don't know about like finances. And then I think that some of you might have walked away from somebody, or somebody walked away from you, and that could have made you more scarred or restricted the warmth that you had or have. And the process, like there's an energy exchange, like you give and take energy, and they want to remind you to make sure that's an even flow, that people are giving to you and you are giving to others just as equally. There's a gateway. So I feel like that you'll be crossing another threshold to, like, you have a full, like, you're really knowledgeable and you are really intelligent, and there's like a lot of depth to you, and they want to make sure that you are tapping into the amount of abundant depth that you have. There's still something going on with security and like how you look at, it didn't say wealth, but like there's something to do with
you're wanting to be more secure with something, and I know like they're wanting you to be more secure within yourself, if that makes sense too. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And then we had inner peace right here too. So the ability to turn the tides and to utilize your pain and scars to actually heal and assist others, because you have a lot to bring to the table. Spirit, is there a message that needs to be reminded? A message that needs to be reminded. You're entrusted with the gifts of God, and I am among the ministers of God. So it cannot be that it is hard to do the task that Christ appointed you to do, since it is He who does it. You can wait, delay, paralyze yourself, or reduce your creativity almost to nothing, but you cannot abolish it. So there's something about you that they're wanting you to express more freely and like get in touch with, like more emotionally, that you have not fully dived into. In any given moment, I always know exactly what to do. Yeah, they're wanting you to have more courage, and I know that on the outside I feel like that you have a lot of courage, but they're just wanting you to have more courage within your deeper self, like on a soul level. Embrace the in-between. We pulled that one earlier too. So there's like the shadow self, and then there's like your authentic self and like light self, and they're wanting you to merge the two, okay? If that makes sense. Like merge them together, like embrace the in-between of the whole line, like not the lion, the whole tiger. Okay, because like your stripes are standing out in your face, but it's like you have to include like the paws, and you have to the actual skin color beneath the stripes. Nothing is wasted. Everything you do matters, and that's what it kept telling me earlier with this ripple, is that, you know, one thing you do, it really matters. Like it's a gateway to others, and it has more symbolic meaning than you could imagine. Sometimes life seems, I feel like that you guys have been hurt a lot, and you've had to put on more of a tougher shell. But Spirit says that there's something that you know, and they're wanting you to follow that aspect. There's something you know. They want you to create, like intend to go forward in your work and with your friends, and just create more love, and like just create more in general. I feel like sometimes being your true self fully like causes you anxiety, but you should be fearless, because you're nothing but beauty and courage and fierce, and there's so much great that underline or makes up you as the human being, the spiritual being that you are. So I hope that gave you a little insight on what Spirit wants you to remember, okay? It is pretty consistent, but in general, this is what you're needing to hold on to or remember going forward. Let go of the illusions or the ego and step forward amongst all your resources and people with love, and that everything that you have done and haven't done has created so much, even the broken hearts, the pain. that you suffered. So, cheers to you. I wish you the best. Thanks for coming by, shall we see sparkles? And I will see you around. Okay? Bye.
Hey there, my penguin pile. So before we start, I wanted to let you know that Spirit does not want you to give up. So, they said that you might be feeling lost in some aspects, but Spirit is here to remind you that your journey won't always be so harsh or lonely. And there is a feeling of abandonment in some aspects, and many of you feel like something is missing. Spirit reminds you that your persistency and perseverance will help you through your harshest of winters, and there is better people and relationships on the way. So I just wanted to give that little overview for everybody who chose my penguins. But we'll get into what else needs to come out through the cards as well. All right. Okay, guys, so right off the bat, I want to figure out what is happening and what kind of energies are going on and what Spirit wants to remind you of. So right now we're talking about some of that, what's going on right now. Some of you could have been betrayed. Something has ended. A certain direction that you were going might have fell through. And there is some healing that is being done, it looks like, and some trying to get some understanding of bringing these spiritual beliefs together. Spirit says that they want to remind you that when things end and there's heartbreak, that even though it feels really lonely and it's so disappointing, that they want you to reimagine the possibilities. They want you to continue to have faith and look for the bright side of things, and know that if you feel like the sun hasn't if the sun hasn't been shining very well in your life, and it's been really hard to feel alive and like worthy and free, that this will shift and things will change. I feel like for some of you, you are working really hard, or even me, but it was just like your hard work might not have been paying off. And also, a lot of you are like just kind of lost. Like, I feel like it's kind of like this lost little independent like penguin out and about. And yeah, like there's just this like disconnected feeling in so many aspects, but you're so like beautiful and brilliant, and you really know how to be a part of something. But right now it just seems like life isn't fully going that direction, or hasn't been. And so I guess what your guides want you to know is that this is like temporary, and you won't be stuck in this, even though it feels like a trapped, never-ending type of ordeal, and it's slow and it's frustrating and like awkward. That there will be, okay, let's see. My outer experiences are a reflection of an internal condition. So, and also thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. So there's a lot of things going on, and they want to remind, like, your guides want to remind you to look past things, like look for the bigger picture, wait, look at yourself, look at your own thoughts, look at your own behaviors. They want you to get in a different vibrational like energy and try to like embrace the heartache or the loneliness parts or this lack of feeling, and discover and like internalize and like dance to this new rhythm of life, because you have a lot of light in you, and I think you're just different and maybe misunderstood to some degree. So they want you to take advantage of the situation. It says, I could see peace instead of this. So maybe like change those lenses. And the sight of Christ is all there is to see. The song of Christ is all there is to hear. The hand of Christ is all there is to hold. There is no journey but to walk with him. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies in the peace of God. So there is some like limiting thoughts on how things are going or how things should be, or like how your future might be looking in some aspects. But they're just wanting to remind you to change your perception and have hope, because I know that there's something out of sorts, but it won't be like this and stay like this. Oh yeah, that's what happened too. It's like this stuck feeling. A lot of you are having problems, like an indecision on which way to go. There's adjacent possibilities. They're reminding you to strategize like a plan or what you want to happen, or ideally like what direction you want to go. Because if you notice, we have this Two of Swords and we have this Two of Swords, and do you notice how like in both of these cards, like they're like blinded, they're like left, right, up, down, left, right. I feel stuck and I'm just like torn, and like it's exhausting, and like I'm worn out because there's like an indecision on how to take action to some degree. There was also the overwhelmed feeling with different options that were just kind of like a lot to take in. So let's see, what else do we have as far as what do you want to remind my penguin pile? Action. So yeah, like there is some type of action that you're needing to take. So make sure you're looking and not looking at all. So like embracing these other things. So maybe you're looking left and right, but maybe if you just stopped looking altogether, you could like get more like peace. I could see peace instead of this, because I feel like you see like a lot of like stress. Yeah, look, inner peace just came out. So it's important to try to like hold on to, this doesn't have to be so exhausting trying to come up with a solution. They want you to follow your voice, okay? If you just trust in your inner voice and you trust in what feels good, and you follow and ignite what lights you up inside and your passions, you're gonna thrive. I mean, like literally, you're gonna thrive. even in the darkness, it's like kind of like the lotus flower I just got too. Like, you're gonna be just fine. It's scary and like awkward and like something's missing and like it's overwhelming and like barren and like cold and like just harsh, because it's like you want to make these right choices or go about it. And like, let me see, I wanted to read a little bit about indecisions and see if anything else pops out at me, because I haven't pulled that card a lot. Which choice to make? So you might have possible choices and you're anxiously looking down at two roads, wondering which one would be the better choice. You're standing still and you're feeling confused because of the ups and downs of your emotions. You could spend days, months, or years in this back and forth strategy. All while feeling your focus and your life force energy draining away. That's what I mean. It was like, it's such like a... The indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt that you've been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options. See which one your spirit guides guide you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and in the goal. Follow your heart and make the honoring choice. You know that. You have a lot of brightness inside you. Something that you were about possibly ended with another person, or you got involved in some type of conflict. There is and has been a massive healing. You're trying so hard to like plant and root these. You're working really hard and it's like exhausting, and you're working really hard to like come up with how to make a decision and the right way to go about everything. And it's literally, yeah, like they want you to keep your heart close to you. Like they want you, whatever you do, even if you have to sleep in a wiry basket, like as long as you're following your passions and it lights you up and it feels good, do that, okay? And continue to regenerate. I completely feel like it's just options, and it's like, but which one do I put the rest of this energy into, and where do I go, and what's gonna happen? And they don't want you to be hasty, but you're not. You're being hasty, and you're also being unhasty. Like you're being like procrastinating. They want you to ignite yourself and like follow like be happy and follow what makes you truly happy. And you keep toying with yourself, but your intuition already knows, like your deeper self. It's like, just tap into me, like listen to me. What, yeah, like, because you just feel so tied up, and like either way you go, it's like you don't know how to get out of what you're in. But the advice and what Spirit wants you to remember is that even though the situation is like sticky and awkward and not ideal, don't limit the possibilities that can come from this. And don't think it has to go a certain way. And try to find the peace inside of all this, or that arises because of this. And it says, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. So you're expanding your perception, like, of it all. It's not so narrow-minded or black and white, left, right. It's more of like going with the flow. Look at this indecision. Golly. 8 might be significant for some of you too. Because we have 2 times 4 is 8, and then or 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, one of those combos. If you've also been seeing any like microwave signs or anything, you should check out that. The Holy Christ is pouring me today, your love, and my outer
experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Stormy times, trying to put sail in the right direction. I want you to like get out a pen and paper. Spirit's like, if you're stuck or having trouble, get grounded. Bring what you know from here and your spiritual self, and just literally jot it down. Your soul's voice is guiding you. So action is going to be needed, okay? And you need to trust that you will thrive no matter what direction you take, as long as you're keeping your heart. Try to find and feel and look for this inner peace. They want you to have more peace. Ignite your passions. I think I already said that, but it's like fire up what makes you feel alive, what you're drawn to, and then embracing. And then I guess I'll pull like 2 from this deck, and I think we got a general overview. I can definitely tell that my penguins are like out there in the cold, like, how do I get to my mate, or how do I get to my person, or how do I get out of here, or where's the fish pond at, or however. So we have bee spirit. Sweet results await. And we have cat spirit. Claim your independence. Know who you are deep down, and take that action fearlessly and ferociously, like that kitty cat, but with your heart. I keep being reminded that you must lead with your heart, not your head. Okay, big difference, right? All right, Spirit, is there another animal besides the deer? The beer. What the heck? Maybe, like, I don't know. Does somebody like beer? I've never really tried it, but okay. Time for a beginner mind. Ooh, and see, I said 4, and 8, or yeah. So also check that out. Time for a beginner mind. So take it back to the drawing board. Yet also embrace the in-between. You're in between. You're in between making decisions. And then look, we have embrace. Dude, like seriously, embrace, okay? Embrace this time. I know it's like not ideal, but if you just like understood like how important it really was. Oh my gosh. Or how cool, or how healing, or how much growth or light comes about it. Let spirit be your guide, okay? Sweet results await. So don't delay, okay? Listen to me. Listen. Okay, even like abundance, like you're gonna be feeling more abundant, okay? And then like the death, like some of you are going through like an ego death with the transformation. So yeah, I don't know. I really have high hopes that this is really cool. I know it doesn't feel cool, but I know that after this winter storm, like as like a little penguin, as like my little penguin spirit choosers, there is like, this is all of what Spirit wanted to remind you. Just, this is all good things. Just to, if you chose the penguin, if you weren't in the middle of a crossroads or feeling kind of pulled in different directions or overwhelmed, then you probably picked the wrong one, because this is clearly about taking action, feeling stuck, or decisions in between something, trying to find the peace, going forward, having Spirit guide you, strategizing, remembering the whole perception of it all. Yeah. So I super hope that was informative, enlightening, whatever, helpful. I'm always welcome to anyone who wants to say hi, message, comment. I am trying to decide if I'm gonna be those people. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget. Because it's awkward, but we'll see. I guess, I don't know. I'm having mixed messages with that. Maybe I should pull cards on it, right? But yeah, I wish you the best in the meantime, and I hope that you can find that inner peace with this, and I have hope that you'll soon be seeing the sun and lots of sweet results. Okay, bye penguins. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Shelby C. Sparkles, and I'm super excited that you came by my channel today. So today we're talking about what Spirit wants to remind you. And first off, Spirit told me that if you chose Squirrel, Spirit is here to remind you not to hold on to anything too tightly. Let go of anything that isn't working. Don't force open a nut that isn't yours, or put too many acorns in your pockets. Be more relaxed. There is no need for fixed needs or scarcity of what you deserve. The more you continue to eat on the go and drop, the more you will have the time and energy to spend in hibernation with what is truly yours. So I channeled that a little bit before this, and I thought it was super cute and it was fitting for, like, you know, Squirrel. So let's see. Okay, guys, come on. Yeah. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take that one. Okay. But yeah. So Spirit, what is going on? And help me understand what needs to happen. It seems like that you're really working hard towards something. There's some type of dream, or you have very high aspirations, okay? And you are super overwhelmed. So it was kind of like my penguin spirit, but not so much. It's more of like just depressing and trying to like figure out, hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I was. This is where I'm going. I've had a lot of conflict going on. I've had a lot of things randomly happen that has caused like some opposition in pursuing my dreams. I've had some heartache that I've had to transition from. But I guess Spirit is wanting you to rethink where your heart lies, and also a lot of you, it's gonna be a career or like your dream, okay? Because they want you to have faith in the universe. It's kind of like if you leap, the universe got your back kind of thing. They want you to focus and find yourself on a soul level and take care of yourself and reclaim who you are and your own light. And they want you to look at your progress. They want you to remember, because this is about remember. So remembering who you are is really big. Remembering where you came from is really big, because there's like a lot of reflection and there's been a lot of transformations that's happened in your life. But there is a lot of stuck, like stressful energy where you put in a lot of effort and might have seen some progress, but you spent a lot of time growing. You spent a lot of tender love and care towards something. And there is something that happened or is happening that's causing you to have to reframe and like regrow something in some aspects. And they want you just to take a step back and like really reflect within and get right back to the surface of like what's important. And I whenever we were talking about the squirrel, I was feeling like some control, but it didn't pop up. Community. So I don't know if you're part of like some type of community, or they're wanting you to like understand that there might be more support that you're needing to assist you with pursuing your dreams. Like they want you to be more open to different types of people, organizations, or concepts or groups, whether it's virtual or in person, because they said that there is opportunities lurking to assist you with this if you would just change it around and like not try so hard. See, my squirrel was trying so hard. My squirrel like was like putting forth a lot of effort. And they also want you to remember that, sorry guys, I had a call. But they want to let you know that you're heavily appreciated, and also that there is abundance that is waiting for you. Okay? Like there's enough. Like you're going to be abundant, and I feel like you're trying so hard to be successful and work at it, but it's blocking it a little bit more, and you're overwhelming yourself and causing anxiety and looking at the progress, and you may be even comparing yourself to others, or feel like stuck, or question if you're making the right decision. But Spirit wants to let you know that you need to not question things, and know that you need to stand your ground with what's going on. Stand your ground and free yourself and welcome yourself into this new beautiful light and air, and that you are supported. Is there another card, Spirit, that my squirrels need to be reminded of? Trust your talents. Shift your perception, and also continue to feed those passions, okay? Like, don't let yourself get stuck in the bad feelings, okay? Like, you need to keep flying. Like, they're wanting you to usher you into that right direction, or the direction that you're feeling called, like your passions, okay? They're wanting you to tap into your talents and continue to hone in on those. Let me see. Spirit, is there anything that my squirrel's pile needs to be reminded of? What does my pile need to be reminded of? Okay. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. So you may not see it or feel like it, but sometimes obstacles are put in our way. People, places, things, wrong turns, accidents, things that aren't in our control, that seems unfair, and there's all these delays, or trying to figure out how to go about something because all this happens, and we almost lose faith in like the universe and like within ourselves or our path. And it's saying that the right people and the right opportunities are actually aligning for you currently. So in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love, okay? So know that it's kind of like the squirrel. It's like, don't feel like that this has hindered you. Look at it as it's helped you. Sing your own song. Let yourself be free. Don't restrict your voice or your truth. Continue to be different and find those people who light you up and like the community that you feel like the safest in, and use your mind wisely, okay? Don't get in that negative thinking energy, okay? Because it's all about like attracting that, and I know it's been hard, but oh yeah, and also believe in yourself. And you guys, look, guess what? Like out of like all these cards, that was my last one I pulled. Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. So I was told to do a squirrel, and I don't know why, but let me go ahead and see if there's anything that stands out for me. So yeah, it's just like so much. It's like you were collecting so much and working so hard, and like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna get these and this is gonna happen and blah blah blah, and it's like boom, and then it's like you drop one of your nuts, or like you follow the tree, and then it's like I'm just trying to blah blah blah, and then it's like, yeah, but if you just relax a little more and like chilled out and like wasn't so extra or stressed, or understood that those things were putting you in the right tree so you wouldn't have been eaten by, like, you know, a fox. Like, okay, believe in yourself. You have accumulated wisdom, experience, and are surrounded by all you need. An abundance of resources is available to you through the generosity of spirit and all your hard work. See, I told you you were like a really hard worker though when you've been working so hard. When you need reminding that the acorns you have gathered and stowed away have enormous potential to go. So relax into knowing there is always enough, and you have what it takes to co-create the reality you want to experience. Through diligent preparation, you have gained wisdom and strength. How much potential you do have. Please believe in yourself. Spirit believes in you and wants you to know you have enough and are enough. Doesn't that truth make you feel safe and secure? It should, for you have everything you need right now. See, I felt like you felt like stuff was like falling apart in some aspects, or like you weren't doing enough or thinking a certain way, and it's like, dude, you're fine. You're totally fine. Just think and like use your mind like for the right and good, and like follow yourself and look for these new opportunities, and understand that these dark times or mishaps or stress or conflicts or these things that have came up or not came up or didn't go your way, it's only leading you to where you need to be. And just believe that and trust that, okay? And know that things are shifting, okay? So I am super excited, and I really appreciate you coming by. I hope something resonated with you. Let me know if it did. I would totally love to know. But in the meantime, thanks for coming to see Shelly See Sparkles. Okay? Bye.